Welcome back to one solid of content. Turn my headphones up a little bit here. There we go. We are here. It's the sort of a catch-up time lapse of what we did with the pier. I put in some offices and some houses. I ended up going fairly dense with it, mainly because you can't really. I couldn't do low density, but I also think low density would look weird on a built-out pier like that. So we kind of filled it in with some trees and some mixed residential or mixed commercial, I guess you call it, and just messed around with what makes it look good but doesn't have too much in the way of density. I don't want to have like really tall buildings. The next step, of course, was getting the rail line. That this was Fiasco who brought this up, that it was like, I think you're going to need like a rail line of some kind, as well as the port. So we're going to see how this works, because you know, am I convinced? No, I don't know. I hope. Yeah, I'm somewhat convinced that this is helpful, but as you can see already, like, we're dealing with cons. Oh yeah, that was just a quick view of the port, where it was like showing how do not build the extension, the storage extension. The storage extension becomes your in and out point for all your trucks, and they all overlap on each other. The only exit is in front of the entrance or something. It's very poorly designed, so I'm not sure what they were thinking with that. It seems like they didn't really solve their problems from the CS1. I doubt we're just tying in our road connection to the industrial area. This is all stuff that I thought would be fairly boring to be watching, and we can get to building some new stuff today. But I might finish off the area a little bit, because there is a few things that I wanted to do in the area that I thought might be nice. But right now we're just like, yeah, getting the rail in. Now this was kind of tricky because I wanted the rail to wrap around and be able to go to and from this industry, this train terminal. Question: is anybody else annoyed that the cargo terminals don't pass through? Is that annoying to you guys? Because, like, yes, you know, it's better for traffic, I guess, but at the same time, it's like I should have the option to have a line that continues through, so that we could have the train like continue on your line. You have to make all these loop-de-loops. That being said, this loop-de-loop created this area, and I was like, oh, I quite like this idea of making like mountains and rough terrain a little bit. And you'll see when the snow melts that starts to look quite a lot nicer. Then I built a little industrial area, as well as a this I think is the new fire like rescue area that I'm currently building. And then that heads off to the passenger train, which I got a train or a bus line going to that passenger train. Did a little more rough terrainage, which I honestly, for me, the rough terrain thing is like, that's my new exciting discovery. I love making just like a rough terrain because it just looks nice. I think the except for when it goes right up against the road, I think that the broken up terrain, the brownness of it all kind of just looks nice. And then here I made a little, like a small gravel pit mine, basically. Just because I thought that would look neat in the industrial area. And I imagined the idea of like pushing all this earth up to the sides, maybe. Or maybe there was a mountain here, a small hill, that they just totally, you know, mined out. Because maybe it was granite, and it goes to their road construction. So then we finished this off and got just a small mine in here, just for a little added piece of detail. Then we moved on and kind of treed off the area, and you'll see eventually some industrial buildings get built into that section as well. So now this is what I want to start doing more of, is what would you call this? Like a plaza or something. RG's back. Hoodoos. Yes, exactly. I love making a hoods. Yeah, I want to make more like, I don't know what you call these, like commercial plazas or whatever, like work districts. So instead of just like grid, or even trying not to have grids, it's like, here's just like a little placement. Here's just like a little like development that was purchased by a developer and built out. In this case, it was probably purchased by the government, because this is all rescue, like the helicopter depot and a large fire station and police. So it's going to serve, and I'm glad you're here, RG, it's going to serve the this area, which you'll see what I name it in a second. And it's also going to serve the larger area because of the helicopters and some of the rescue stuff that I've put in. I hope that installing all this rescue stuff doesn't mean that I am now faced with the possibility of larger disasters. I very much hope not. Anyway, of course, you've got to put in your rows of trees. Rows of trees are essentially, you know, where it's at. RG says, couldn't make the streams last weekend visiting the family, but I made sure I was going to at least watch the first half of this stream. RG, exactly. Like, it's all good. You know, I said the same thing to Felix, you know. I would love the world to be full of super vampies on every stream, but, you know, sometimes you got to live your life. Sometimes you got to go do family stuff, and I understand that. I would also understand that of Vampy, too. Although I would be like, I would check in. If Vampy wasn't in a stream, I would probably DM her and be like, are you okay? Okay, so now this area, I'm building out the residential strip of this area. I think it looks good. I think I'll show you afterwards, and hopefully, and we'll get some opinions. I also kind of think it might be a good idea to work in the Ferris wheel, which I'm going to offer to you guys at the start of this stream. We'll see if we like it. And then, yes, as the title suggests, we got to get going with our university. Okay, so this is something I discovered. I was messing around with what y'all were saying about getting in residential. You can see very briefly there that the red spreads. See how you can't place residential there for a second? But once they start, if there's even one little patch of green where suitability is high enough to build low-density residential, what'll happen is it'll actually spread that desire. So the whole, you'll see in a section that once it starts to build, that whole section actually becomes green as well. So that's a lesson I've learned as far as making low density. So, oh, don't look at that line. That was a bad line. I don't even know why I included that in the time lapse. But like as far as low density and whatnot, like that is a way I've learned to trick the game into letting me have low residential near my downtown core. So I want to practice that more. But to do that, we need to get our low residential demand back up. And I think the only way to do that is through jobs. Here comes some more hills. I wouldn't quite call these hoods RG, but they are hoodoo adjacent. They are hoodoo adjacent. And then I just finished a little bit of the downtown area. Not really the core necessarily. One thing I was watching from like infrastructuralist and city planners plays is that their downtown cores, like this downtown core that we've made, is very dense. And I think there is a city for that. I think that's possible. Oh yeah, here I'm trying to get some middle density or whatever, and it actually worked. It let me build it, so I was really happy for that. So I tried to sparse out the city a little bit more in this section, and we'll try to continue that afterwards, just so that it isn't just nothing but super tall buildings. And I feel like it's okay. It sticks out a little bit, so we could just delete those later. But there is something that gives a little bit of life. Like the buildings almost become more iconic that way. Now here's what you're seeing. I am tricking this game into letting me build row housing near the downtown core, which is firmly red. So I create this area called South Scruffy, and I make it so that it's got a heavy traffic ban, gated community. Then I connect it up, and you can see the red start to spread. The suitability starts to spread. However, some row housing has already started building. So that mixed with the zone rules that lower speeds and lower noise has made it so that this area is actually a positive area for growth. So we just need to make little sections like this, and I think the same thing will work when we get single-family home demand back as well, of which it's currently absolutely cratering. Here's some just like nice views. So that's what we've named RG's Cove. That's for you, RG. RG's Cove, which is home to RG Bargy and RG Bargy South, which is the other port. But yeah, it's a nice little community. I think it looks cute. I like it. This is another example of a thing I want to build, which is like tech centers, like little blocks of grid, rather than trying to grid off the whole thing. As you can see, downtown is mostly grid, but there's like the tall buildings that are sticking out. And then we end up our stream here, or our time lapse. We're wrapping up our time lapse with setting our boat, what do you call it? Boat paths. Oh, thanks, RG. I'm glad you like the time lapse. I like doing a time lapse because it's I don't want you to lose too much of like what happened in this gameplay. The whole point of this stream or this city is that we're watching it being built from scratch. So the time lapse just helps cover some of this stuff, because like I'm really proud of how this area turned out. I think it looks pretty cool. Hello. Well, like, it's a new audio interface. You know? Anyway, I don't know if you heard most of that or not at all. Such high production value. City's looking good. Thanks, Team Fiasco. Yeah, I thought that worked well. Archie says, my brother-in-law from New Zealand is here in the US of A, so I have to spend some time there. I want him to take me back to NZ. Yeah, and then, dude, we should all do a trip to New Zealand, and then we could all visit Ice Fox's market and just go nuts on them. Just, like, buy everything. Yeah, actually, that's a good point, Felix. This is what happens to your audio interface when you let babies play with the cables underneath your computer. Anyway, this is our first cargo ship. The HMS Lusitania. Long may she float. This thing, I wonder if we'll see it again after I've renamed it, or do they just spawn new things every time? So this is our first cargo route with our first cargo ship here, dropping off a whopping 600 tons. So we may see that the traffic in this area it goes bonkers. This may be a terrible idea, what we're doing here. I also maybe need to run a train route here, don't I? That could be an issue. Man, they hold a lot here. That's a lot of tonnage being held, and I'm a little worried that this is... I don't see garage... Well, I do see garages, so this might be where cars go to get their stuff. We'll have to see. Weirdly, I'm going to have to figure it out later, but weirdly I couldn't get a route going from here out to the city. But anyway, I want to do more of these, and you just kind of put an edge around it with a path, and it just looks a little more... like a developer purchased this land and then did it, rather than if I just extended the grid here. The other reason for that is we might need to do something with these roads. I'm not sure yet. This could end up being nuts. Neckbeard Mike's Comics. 2 tons of comics being delivered to Neckbeard Mike's Comics. Dude, how great is that, though? He probably lives up here, or maybe he lives over here in the low rent or whatever, and he works at his comic shop that he's got right near the train station, right in RG's Cove. Like, look at that. That's so great.
Been issued for the immediate area
massive things with just 13 people on it. Oh my goodness, a totally full
stand.
cargo ship. Where are you going?
This has been a
The Malcolm trade line, so that is coming to us. So yeah, we're not sure what's about to happen here. Okay, that's enough.
This just...
The leader.
Only I talk. I went to Hobbiton in New Zealand. All the houses are actually just round doors that lead into small closets in the hills. Kind of disappointed there wasn't a real Hobbit house there, but I understand. Oh, they lied to us. Stephen Thetford, solid. That is a cargo ship. Only warships have the prefix HMS. The Lusitania was an ocean liner which had the prefix RMS. At best, your ship should be prefixed with MV. What does MV mean? That was just to upset Stephen Thetford. Okay, anyway. This is the most disappointing thing I've ever heard, RG. Oh, the whole... Yeah, you mean my stream, or do you mean the whole thing about the Hobbit houses? Yeah. Anyway, okay, Ferris wheel. I'm thinking, would it not make sense to have a Ferris wheel at the end of this pier? Like, what if we extend the pier and put a little Ferris wheel out here? I feel like that's the best. I feel like you get a decent view. You're seeing the port, obviously. Like, I was thinking you'd almost want a pier out here or something. Or you almost want it at a park up here on the hill, so you can like look down and see everything. I think Felix is pro Ferris wheel. So I'm curious what y'all's thinks. I feel like normally Ferris wheels are at the end of piers. Oh crap! What do we have here? Oh bummer! A city car and a man. They had a big old fender bender. That's not even a fender bender. Firefighting helicopter. Let's go see this happening. Yes. Yes. Now in the CS1 they would drop water. Just FYI. I swear there are animations and that they just... Oh, they still drop water. Nice. Nice. I'm glad you didn't mess up traffic too much. Oh, how cool is it that they indicate? They still drive like crap, but they do indicate, which I like. Anyway, it's nice seeing kind of traffic working and everything. However, it still isn't like, look at this. This is nuts. So most of this serves the nearby area. Plastic hold. Okay, so where is plastic hold? See, now look at that. Plastic hold's all the way over here. There's a train right here, which is not as busy, but getting there. So again, I don't know what to do about that. There's nothing I can do to mitigate traffic if traffic doesn't logically kind of follow steps. My plan is to put another one of these like right here, basically, and then feed that traffic onto this 6 lane, which may end up going to both places and cause more traffic. I'm not sure. I'm just basically trying to spread the traffic out. That being said, like, maybe this will help a bit, but it doesn't seem to be. I don't have a train line running to this either, though, so I may need to figure out a way to get this train line to service... Maybe we could run a train from here. Just run a train from here all the way over to here. Like, is that useful? I'm not really sure. I guess I'm not 100% sure what the trains do. Car accident still holding steady over there. A lot of problems. Again, this bug is super annoying. Once these things get to level 5, they just have pedestrian access problems, which I can't make go away. I've put paths around some of them. I put paths around all of them. There's also a ghost one here that will never go away. So if I delete this building, it's not connected to that. It's also not connected to this. There's something wrong with this, like, tile where that warning will just never go away, which is a real bummer. I might just have to destroy the whole area and just make a forest. But there'll probably still be one little no pedestrian access sign. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. But anyway, this is the state of things so far. Now, this, to me, is looking great. So I want more of this, like more little, like, South Scruffy, sort of like, so this area here could be a lot of, like, maybe some middle density in the middle, but, like, lots of row housing around it. And some parks and stuff. And we'll do the same thing. So we'll have heavy traffic ban and speed bumps. I didn't do gated community, actually. I'll do gated community when it comes to the, like, single-family homes, I think. RG, I'm absolutely loving the hills that you made by the port area. So picturesque. Thank you, RG. Yeah, I think that's helped break the design language a little bit in this area. Because, you know, I mean, obviously this is one of my favorite spots. Like, the river walk is great. Let's see if there's anybody using it. I don't think anybody will ever really walk on the river walk. Again, I wish you could make points of interest. So you could designate a point of interest so that people would want to go walk on your walks. Which is something you can do in, you know, Planet Coaster. Anyway, but honestly, with some of these spots where it's just like rolling hills, you're like, it kind of looks okay. And we started to discover that over here with the hoodoos, with the hoodskis, where it's like, let's break up the terrain like it normally would be in real life. But then I really went buck wild over here. And it just, I think it fits the rest of the terrain really nicely. So that's what makes it look realistic. That's what makes it look nice and worked in. And it is very fun. Like, you lose a lot of your time on your stream just, like, watching trains. Just watching trains. And then here's a little industrial area, which is doing good. There's no warnings. There used to be a lot of, like, labor warnings. But then we started running. We got the train station up and running and a bus line. And we don't have the metro up and running yet. So that's going to be a big boon to this city is when we get this metro up and running here. We just don't have it yet because I don't know where it goes yet. Even this area, right? It's starting to look a little pale. Like, this is looking not designed, whereas this is looking like there was a purpose. I just think it works out really well. And, here we go. So, the real question, this is bad. This is very, very bad. So that's the entrance, which I guess I should have known. That being said, if you want to... Yeah, if you want to do the far right turn, you can do this. And then where do they come out? Then they exit this way. That's not the end of the world. There's no major overlap, but we're going to start to get some massive amounts of traffic backing up here. So this whole area might have to get rethought. There's potential for it. And again, that's, you know, why it's nice that we build these blocks instead of just gridding it off. But we could get, what if we did another road that comes up and over and swoops around this way or something? It might mess up the buses. We can redo our bus lines. Because right now, like, look at, the traffic's going to be a problem. Maybe a roundabout. Although roundabouts, actually, sometimes the lights are better because it keeps the intersection clear. Roundabouts get stuffed with cars waiting their turn. Aaron's here, 2 for 2, baby. Okay, so now this is getting busy, which is good to see. This one, has become less busy, which is okay. But, like, where are we going, for example? Pelamy Chemicals. All the way over here. It's annoying, but that's one car that I know of at least that's now not going to this crush over here. Where are you? Something and all. If you are on the old island, on the old land, I'm going to be really upset. Okay, that's fine. That makes sense why you're there. Okay, Christers. Where's Christers? All right. Okay. I do think there is some use in getting another train line right here. Because that'll split. If I can divide this traffic in half, then we'll have traffic jams at both. Okay, let's see. Why am I making so much money? I'm making $50 million a month, and that's because I'm making industry. I'm making $53 million a month here. What is the offender this time? Why, it's metals. I'm giving them a minus 5% subsidy, and somehow I'm making money. So let's just like tweak this number a bit. Whoa. What happens if I do that? Heck yeah. Basically, I'm just trying to bleed off some of this insane amounts of money because I think it looks silly. And now we're back in the positive again by 300 million. Dude, this is a wild bug, by the way. There, let's just keep it at 0, please. I just want a realistic budget. There, now that's a realistic solid content budget. Okay, A-Track says, I like to put an asymmetric roads approaching intersections, no parking, and a third lane that you can dedicate to a turn lane. Yes, I need to do a bit more of that in this area, I think. As it gets busier, we're going to have to solve that later, because right now I want to focus on University Town. Where else did I do? I did one that's somewhere that's really satisfying. Oh, yeah, here. Look at this. Look at this asymmetric action. Come on. Is that not a satisfying road to watch? Is that not satisfying? I could extend it, too, so that this person has a bit more time to merge. Because these two are merging pretty close together. Actually, no, they're not merging at all. This is its own lane. So there's only one merge happening here. I mean, come on. Are we not satisfied? Are you not entertained by that? All right. So, things we want to do first. Let's get Ferris wheel going. And I think let's just extend the pier, maybe. Where am I? Yeah, we can extend this pier. Let's extend this pier. I haven't heard anybody else upset about the idea of the Ferris wheel, so I'm going to extend. So we're doing the Ferris wheel. So we need to go out about yay much. Level terrain. Grab that. Pull it out past the corner. Oh, you know what, though? I'm going to have to build... I'll have to extend the pier as well. Super chat. A super chat already.
On the third day of Christmas, RG gave to me a super chat. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you too, RG. Oh, geez, $50, RG. I always say be careful with your money, but good Lord, you're a generous man. On the third day of Christmas, RG gave me a super chat, and I love the third day of Christmas super chat. Personally, it's one of my favorites. Why can't I extend this? Oh, because there's a line right there, so I wonder if this is going to be a problem. In fact, it's not going to be a problem. It's going to be the opposite of a problem. It's going to let me extend my pier. Oh my goodness, RG. Well, that's fantastic. Seems like the super chat voice is out. Never mind. Oh yeah, no, the call outs are just really late, so I get it way later than I should be. Okay, it does need a bit more land. Now I got RG. I feel like I should probably name this one after you too. What if we just do a walnut lane here? I also might need to get a parking lot going here. Beef paradise and put a parking lot here. Don't it always seem to go that you didn't hear what you got till it's gone. RG secretly paid me to sing, so sorry, Felix. Sorry, Vampy. He has purchased a song. He shall get one. Okay, let's take a... Okay, let me place you on this road.
You're back with Second Moon Radio. Your second...
Okay, fine. We'll place you on this road, but I think I want to be the other way around. I want the orientation to be the other way around. Felix says, I love your singing. Yeah, right, even. Yeah, right.
Italia. Land of arts and culture.
Okay, all right. Let's get to... Vibe. We're trying to vibe right now. Okay? I wouldn't call this vibe radio, but, you know, you do you, I guess. Okay, yeah, that's where we want it. Okay, this fits perfectly. Do we like that on the end of the pier? I think so. I think that looks awesome. It is very huge. Oh, it's not getting enough electricity. So I have to run another... Oh, no, it's just because it's not connected. That's fine, that's fine. The only issue is I'm going to have to turn that into a pier. And this didn't pier, so that's... We're going to have to fix that too. Okay, sorry. Thank you. I don't know how to do that. I'm not sure how I'm going to get this done. I think if I just go 2 wide and then convert it down. There we go. And then I need to do the same thing over here, but first we need to build it. Okay, we like the Ferris wheel on the pier. I like it. Maybe you could squeeze it in by using a pedestrian path retaining wall at the back and side with an alley out front of the wheel? Solid? Oh, everybody likes it here. Okay, except for maybe Rob. Rob the Hobbit doesn't like it. Rob, it's like, it's huge. That thing's huge. I think I kind of want a store here, though, as well. I'm gonna go just a bit more. Let's block out what we want. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Let's go. Is that enough for a parking lot as well? I want to do a parking lot. So it needs to be a little wider. But once we convert this down to a alley, that should be good. Ooh. New signature building. Switch on. From the humble toaster to the self-organizing sock drawer, this factory makes everything that runs on electricity. Okay, we got to look at that in a second here. Will this fit that parking lot? Yes, it will fit it perfectly. Great. So let's upgrade this back to a 2-lane. And let's, wait, let me take a look here. So that's enough for a shop. So let's go in create just like an interesting shaped pier here on a 90. Upgrade this on the outside. And probably that on the outside as well. That passenger ferry is rocking hard waves. What was it doing? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. The 34 people that are, like, walking around here that are pretty sure this ferry's empty because they're not on a 2,800-person boat. They're just, like, never running into each other. Those 34 people are like, are we sinking? Meanwhile, there's 18 people on this one. Guys, there's too many. You don't need to do back-to-back boats. Oh, these are 2 different lines, aren't they? This is the Roslyn Heights service, and this is the Malcolm line. Okay, I think it's mainly because we... Oh, crap. Okay, I'll have to solve that later. Wait, which thing has no vehicles? Assigned vehicles 411, active 3. Let's go down to 3, though. Maybe we don't need... Because 130 passengers. Yeah, we don't need a 4th bus. Steven, did you understand my suggestion vis-a-vis the pedestrian wall? Like, do you mean pedestrian path? You're talking about this, because the pedestrian path does not create the piers very nicely, I will say. Even this isn't. That's going to be hard. This one's going to be hard to build if it won't let me. Oh, crap. I don't know how I'm going to get this done. I might have to get rid of this line, perhaps? I don't think I did understand it then, Steven. I don't have enough room to make... The thing is, I don't have enough room to make a passenger walk here. I would look... Or a pedestrian trail. It would look nice, though, wouldn't it? The pedestrian path with no zoning does create walls. I use it to encircle my sewage out pipelines. I might need to see how you do that in Discord. I'm going to get this done. Well, let's do this one first. Let's do this edge first. Yeah, you're not going to let me, but we can work out here. So, step 1. You pick a... Yeah, there you go. You pick a elevation that's a little bit lower, but not so low that it creates, you know, water. And the white is the water line. So we could go lower, but I don't know if we need to. Then you delete your road, and you place it again. And you check. You don't want much of an L, for heaven's sake. Absolutely don't do that to me. And then you basically swear all afternoon until you get it right. On stream. I think it needs to be lower. A more exciting... There we are. The white line is still forward, so that's... Yeah, that's good. We're right at the coastline. Any slight wave may cause an interruption. I swear we're still going to get to the university today. That's still the plan. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's literally what I have been... Yeah, we're having fun. Hey, we're having fun here. Oh, that's probably why. Maybe there's like a little bit of that going on the other side, too. Oh, boy. I think the reason people don't... I mean, I'm having trouble with it. I think one of my major sticking issues... Oh, it physically hurts. Is the passenger ferry having a rough time bouncing getting to port as there are some shallower outcroppings? Might not be deep enough. Yeah, we can make it deeper. Oh, Steven, your main computer's out. Right. I had like an entire setup where the seafront promenade was near sea level. And a sewer pipe underneath it. That's awesome. Okay, what could possibly be going wrong here? I don't know. I have no more elevation to play with. But yeah, this is not gameplay. Do you know what I mean? In an exciting way. So I'm aware of what I'm streaming. But I'm just saying, like, this is not, like, how we envision spending all of our time doing this. I feel like it's too far back, so let's move it forward a bit. Maybe this is why I didn't do the pier. Maybe I have to go back a save. And abandon my plans. Now what? Oh, wrong button. Trying to put a bridge under there? Get out of here with your bridge idea. So that's 0.3. This is plus 0.3, but like with this huge dip in the middle for some reason. Oh, wait. I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. Damn. This idea of bending it like Beckham would bend a thing is perhaps what's causing me problems here. I'm just attempting to bend it. Please let me bend it, sir. Please, might I have a bit? Oh, yes! Shout out to me. This is why RG pays the big bucks. For this kind of success in video gaming. That's what I'm talking about. Whew. What if I put a... can I get a path in here? I don't think so. I understand what you're trying to go for, RG, but... Or Steven, but I just don't think I can get there. You jerk. Come on. Now, come on now. Now, don't be foolish. Yes! You weren't being foolish! Okay. Yeah, a pedestrian path could be... I see the advantages of a pedestrian path. I'm not disagreeing with you in theory. I just don't quite have the room to make it work, I don't think. And I really don't want to start messing around with those. Solid, what is the traditional Christmas dinner in Canada? Turkey, goose, beef, poutine served on a bed of Tim Hortons Timbits with a side of Hawaiian pizza? That is enough out of you, Steven. Something with maple syrup, I guess. I mean, I made pancakes, bacon, and eggs for Mrs. Solid, and Beans was napping. So maybe that's the traditional thing, but like that's, I think every country in the world does a pancakes, bacon, eggs. I think we normally do a turkey. But we had Jewish Christmas, Mrs. Solid and I. Oh no. So what we did was Chinese food. It's just, it was like a situation of like, Mrs. Solid was like, am I cooking are we doing a bird? Like, am I cooking? It's like we have a newborn. Not really a newborn, like, I guess he's not a newborn anymore, is he? So is this not, are you saying that's not deep enough? Oh, maybe it's like, it is weird how straight it is at that spot. I wonder if the port, do they flatten out near the, no. So maybe does the passenger, because I can't do anything about that. I feel like that's part of the port's or the harbor's land. Because I can't straighten that out. Now, I could straighten it out. I could give them more of a landing like that. Is that maybe what they want? I don't know if the waves... Also, I don't know if the waves are dynamic. I don't know if those waves are actually reacting to the actual situation on the ground. How do we get that? There we are. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Ah, crap. Oh, jeez, Rick. Okay, there we go. Da, 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 da. Sir, we only eat pancakes once a year on Pancake Day. You call it Mardi Gras. Do Canadians call it Mardi Gras? I don't think we have a Oh, come on! This game is just a setting. It's attempting to give me a whatever that thing is. Everybody gets a hemorrhage. Un hemorrhage of some kind. Hey, can you quiet down? Loud as heck. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm kind of getting good at it, I will say. As far as horns and tooting them, I will toot mine own one. You know what would be what we haven't seen in CS1 or 2? Wooden piers. Like, why can't we just build... Why isn't there a pier tool that sort of ignores the collision of the water situation so we can build them easier? Like, I don't understand why making this hard is... Like, making this hard to build is not good gameplay. Anyway, we did it, though, so, like, what are we complaining about, right? Let's bring that water line up here. Let's get this Ferris wheel built. I would love to do some wooden piers, though. I think that would be amazing. And more boat traffic, which they did end up getting in City Skylines 1. It might have been a DLC. I do feel like there's going to be a lot of controversy with this game because a lot of the stuff is going to be fixed using DLCs. And people are going to be pretty upset about that. Get that phased out a little bit there. I think we did it. When you toot your own horn, do you blame it on Beans so Mrs. Solid doesn't know it was you? Yeah, I try to. Although I thought traditional Jewish Christmas dinner was Chinese food. That's what I said. That's what I said earlier. Vampy, oh, the sausages were just for breakfast, scrambled eggs. Oh, Vampy had a full English breakfast. They need a regatta racing DLC. Felix, that'd be cool. So you can have your own, like, you know, Formula Ones or whatever. Oh, are you gonna do this to me? Are we gonna... Are you and I gonna have trouble? Yeah, we are, aren't we? You and I are gonna have a little trouble, aren't we? Aren't we, video game? Video game. Oh, but I think I know my way around that. I can just simply bring the land back out. So what's not working right now? Oh, actually, it would save this weird overlap going on here. Okay, okay. Allons-y. Arrête. Why can't I place it on this road? Oh, not on this road. Sometimes I just have to breathe a little bit, and I forget. I'm not even sure what's wrong with the placement right now. Okay. I know a way around this part, though. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Felix. Don't let me forget. Turn off snapping. You might be able to squeeze. I think I could... I think I could snap it. 2 hours later. Still working on the... Okay, yeah. I see what you're saying, Felix. Yeah, all right, folks. Welcome back to City Skylines 2. We are definitely building a university today. 6 hours later. I could squeeze it in, but I'm also thinking I can just fix the roads a little bit. Okay, fine. I could also just squeeze it in and be done with this. I'm getting carpal tunnel syndrome. I'm like a StarCraft 2 player over here, just trying to get this Ferris wheel placed. Oh, no! I feel like it's going to need road access on that side, though, isn't it? If I place it like that. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Come on, girl. Go on, get it! Of course you need road access there. Of course you do. Delete this. All right. We can do this. Check this out. Because here's the thing. We've already earned, right? We've already earned the fact that this is a pier. So if we upgrade it, we should still get peer-to-peer technology out of it. Yes. Then, maybe move you over slightly? Or, I don't know. How about now? Snappage. Why have we gone on this weird angle? What has happened? Is the pier on just the ever so slightest of angles? It is! What's happening to this road? Okay. Ah! When did this road decide to be on a whatever angle this is? All right, okay. Hang on. We got to get it back to being a pier. Right? Oh, for heaven's sake. Is anybody else going absolutely mental? Oh, for heaven's sake. Great, now this is filling up with water. Is anybody else absolutely losing their minds? Hi, I'm Solid Content, and I'm losing my mind. Hello, I'm Solid Content, and I'm going absolutely bonkers. Why was this on an angle? Who were the engineers in delete the alley and then place? Yeah. Move the alley. Okay, wait, hang on. Solid. Move the alley on the side of your site. That is the one causing issues. Also, you can place the building up to 1 tile away from the road. Remove 2 of the roads. Place... guys, This is like chaos. I don't understand the alley on the side is blocking you as it slightly sticks out. Yeah. Well, this hillside street is one of the worst streets I've ever, built. And honestly, I'm getting to the place where if I go a little bit longer with this, I could do 2 walking paths here. But then there's no point in having a parking path. So that's dumb. What happens if I do that? I kind of want to, though. I just want to see. Super chat. Oh!
Qu'est-ce que tu penserais si je t'embrassais? Said one city to another. He only did this for a French voice. Mort de rire.
Qu'est-ce que tu penserais si je t'embrassais? Said one city to another. Wait, oh man, my French is rough. First of all, Felix, thank you for that super chat. Again with the generosity. Qu'est-ce que tu penserais si je t'embrassais? If I hugged you? What would you think if I hugged you? Is that what you're asking? Oh yeah, it's not going to let me upgrade this road, is it? It might. Yeah, what if we just do walking paths? So like so Team Fiasco's idea, however, just a little bit more, just a bit bigger. I feel like that would just be so magical. And then we'll put some stores down here still. What would you think if we kissed on the lips is the translation? I was looking for a thing to say in French for the chat voice. Small road, delete. This road, right? And this road. We got to make sure it still fits in here, though. Yeah, we'll have to get rid of the small road. I'm not sure how else to describe it to you, but looking from the front, the side with the shopping area site is blocking you as it slightly sticks out. Yeah, honestly, I hear you. I really see. Look how it fits nice and snug. I really do think it was that this wasn't a 90-degree angle. But now I've changed my design dreams. So now we have to contend with solid content spending more time on this. And all of you steadily losing your minds as we watch me descend into madness as well. Why are you putting it off slightly like that? Fine. You may be slightly off. That is your new... You have been allowed to be slightly off. But if I catch you being more off than slightly, well, I will end your life. Okay, so let's move. Let's upgrade this path over slightly. But hopefully that means we still... Yes, yes. Correct. And I think we're still piered. Yeah, look, we're still piered. We're still piered. Still piered. A bit of a tweaky tweak there, which I don't necessarily care for. Folks, I gotta be honest with you. This is gonna work. This is gonna come out nice. Okay, let's check and make sure that still fits at every step of the way. Would you believe that this brain that you're looking at also has to build a Murphy bed soon in our new place once we get it? Yes, that's right. You're looking at a Murphy bed assembler. Wish me luck. That little bit of water right there is most likely... Here, let's get rid of it. There we go. Is most likely going to cause a heart attack. The beat, 99.99. If all we do is a ferry today, it will be a good day. I think Solid missed the middle half of my comment. He seems to have skipped to a completely different line. Yeah, I'm doing a different thing now. I changed my mind about life. I do like the pedestrian path, but I like this path more. Oh, wait, that's why I'm doing... That's why I snapped off of a 90, is because I wanted to get the...
Sure you are. That's why you go to Common Groceries, the ultimate destination for the discerning shopper.
Why, hello, Jack.
We could do
Isn't this a lovely
something
place
weird
to
like that.
It sure is. Common Groceries.
I don't think we should. Okay, hang on.
Twice
Let's
the price.
go
It's
back a bit
twice
here.
as
Let's
nice.
extend this out like so. This is still piered up, so I don't know what's going to happen if we join it in a weird way. So that's on a 90. Bingo bango. Now, again, check your Ferris wheel. Does it fit? It no longer fits. But it is this road, so it needs to be just out just a hair. So we can take our upgrade tool, move it out a hair. Like a glove. Now is the next part. We bring this back up. And then I think we also want to pinch this forward a bit. Make sure that... I don't know what's going on there. That worries me. That scares me. So I'm going to do this. I think this area is going to be nuts. I think this might be impossible. It peered. It peered. It peered. I would have placed it first. No, RG, no! Okay, man, that's fair. Going to take off. Going to see some old college friends. I'll see you next week for the university episode. No. It is... What time is it? 10:13. Okay, I have like an hour left. Vampy, remember I have an hour left. So, yeah, we've wasted way too much time on this Ferris wheel. And I apologize. And when that road was angled, the small road was the issue. I like the walking path exclusively at the end around the wheel, though. Yeah, I think we're doing a good thing. Rob the Hobbit, what is a Murphy bed? Do you not know what a Murphy bed is? It's like a steel structure that allows you to raise a bed into the wall, essentially, and then lower it when it's snooze time. Are we killing it right now? Are we about to be neck deep in university? RG, I'm sorry you missed the university part. And thank you, A-Track. That was the right thing to do. Place the building first. Honestly, if you go back a few episodes, you watch me struggling with piers when we were building that like high street sort of oopsies shopping district thing. You'll see how far I've come. And honestly, you'll be so impressed with me. You'd be like Felix Phoenix is right now. Felix is like sitting across from me at this like restaurant on a pier. He's wearing a Trilbeat kind of hat or whatever. They've got a drink in their hand. And they're looking at me like this. They're looking at me like this. That's Felix right now. Because I got so much better at making piers. I know it still looks bad. I know I still struggled, but I struggled much less than I did before. Thus, improvement. There we are. Soften. And Bob's your uncle. And Bob is your uncle. Are these barrels? They look like whiskey barrels. That's awesome. Just nobody using it after all that. Okay, let's go. I assume we just want some business. And then we'll put some trees around that or something. What else could we put there? A park, I guess? A small park would fit right there. That's good there. And then we can... Oh, I don't think that's worth it. Let's just build those for now. So who is getting the Murphy bed? You and Mrs. Solid, or is it Beans with the big boy bed when he folds away so he can play with the Lego on the floor? Exactly, Steven. It's sort of that. We're looking into making sure it's like got safety latches, and we're going to build some additional bolting so that it doesn't, you know, it's not easy to pull down. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Oh, fudgesicles. What do we do? What do we do? I think we need a heavy traffic ban on this road. I don't think this can be a trucking road. I think you need to use the actual highway. But look, the highway's all backed up. Now, let's see. Did it deal with traffic here? It still didn't deal with the traffic here. It's generating more traffic. It has lowered the traffic somewhat here, but not by enough that it's worthwhile for the... No! This is so bad. Okay, where are you going? Duck toy. Okay, I understand. They go anywhere for stuff. Wouldn't a loft bed be much simpler? Yes, a loft bed, Stephen, would be much simpler. But here's the situation. We have this one bedroom, and Beans is... Oh, no. Okay, I think we need to make RG's Cove just this area here and put a heavy traffic ban on it. That's what we're going to do. Or do we do University right now? Do you know what I mean? Although it's not going to alleviate my problems. I just am like, oh, can you guys back up all this traffic onto the highway instead of through this neighborhood? That doesn't really help me, does it? There we are. So this is RG's Cove now. RG's Cove, we're going to go heavy traffic ban and even speed bumps. What's this one? Combustion engine ban. No, we can't do that. This town can only live on combustion engines for a while. Traffic jams in this game are like fires in Space Haven. Oh my god, yes, that track. We should have a traffic jam timer. No, because you'll never be able to turn them off. Rob the Hobbit says, we just called them wall beds. I learned something. Yeah, I don't know why they got called Murphy beds. But anyway, so we have this, two bedrooms. Eventually, our bedroom, I think, is going to be my office. So, like, all the streaming and stuff, but also editing and whatnot. And a Murphy bed. And then his room is going to be Murphy bed / it's going to be where you can where we can put guests. Especially for the next few years. Because Beansy Beans can sleep with us in our room when the grandparents are visiting. And then we pull the bed down and they have a double bed. So the actual Murphy bed itself will not be used by Beans until Mr. Beans is like 6 or something. At that point, I don't know. Who knows what we're going to do. Okay, all right, okay. Let's talk University Town. Let's not worry about this. Pretend this didn't exist. This is going to... Once all of these people get radioed about the ban, they're going to... Oh, my goodness. Oh, they are. They're turning around already. Oh, no, that's an accident. They threw this car right through this house. Oh, no, I hope everyone's okay. Also, the cops are not helping. Oh, a road maintenance vehicle also comes out. Oh, wait, is that what we're waiting for? Ugh. We should get that road maintenance more centrally placed. So is this accident going to be there until this road maintenance vehicle gets there? Well, I guess we're going to follow his journey. I mean, already the journey's over. We've already left town. But I mean, look how beautiful with the water tower in the background. Oh man, I could just do this forever, but we don't have time. Let's talk about the university while we watch this guy. Now, what we're going to do with the university is build the university, maybe a high school. I kind of want to make sort of like a campus. And I think we can get a research tower there. Probably not the server farm. I think the server farm's very large. Steven says, all my small Vancouver jokes usually involve you sleeping in a Murphy bed. I didn't expect you to make it actually happen. Is the Vancouver property market that dire? Well, first of all, we got into cooperative housing, which tends to be matched to your children. So we get 2 bedrooms because we have 1 kid and us. So we can't get into cooperative housing, which is great for housing security, but then ask for like a 6-bedroom so I can have my own office and streaming center. That being said, probably doesn't exist. That also being said, we couldn't afford it on the regular market anyway. Oh, that trip through the city. I mean, look at this thing. This is so cool. When it's working, it's cool. I have to figure out getting all this crap to people. You know what? Honestly, would it be easier to not have cargo trains? What would happen? Then you'd have cars coming in on the highways, but they would all split off. So your traffic would be more intense. Where are you going, dude? Or is the accident done? Destination, city car. Aren't you trying to get all the way? Oh, yeah, no, that's dumb. Because there's a traffic jam here, so it would be impossible to... Oh, my goodness, this is bad. But do you know what I mean? Are harbors broken, or is the traffic math broken? Furthermore, not each business should generate, now that I'm thinking about it, not each business should generate its own delivery truck. Some businesses have their own delivery trucks, but most, I assume, get... Oh, he's done. Is he done? What is he doing? Where is he going? Is this something I've done design-wise? I do not understand how he couldn't get... No, you would want to go down there so you could get to the car. What is this guy doing? He changed his mind maybe because the traffic jam got worse on the other side or something? Dude, this guy is... Oh, well, it's gone now. Now it's just traffic jam. So he's despawned. Anyway, let's not think about that. That's brutal. This is chaos. And there's still heavy traffic on here. Oh, maybe not now. Maybe it's not heavy traffic. I don't know what that is. A snowplow. Okay. Anyway, most, I think, businesses are served by like a Purolator or UPS type truck. Right? I think. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, Beans is gonna join me, maybe. Hi, Smiley. I might have to go no cam though, because we don't want Beans' face. Okay, he's coming to say hi. One day, Beans will choose whether or not to be on camera. At which point, Beans will be on camera. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we're getting to university. So, how big is it? First of all, contours on. So the university kind of has to be set in back here. I think we need to do a bit more hoodoos, a bit more roughness. Hi, Beans. Okay, I'm going to pick you up. I love the extreme lane changes where cars lean on their suspension. Yeah, honestly, that is kind of fun. Oh,
digital games. Prepare for sensory overload.
Okay, I wish that... Oh, wait. I like that. Okay, whatever. All right, I'm going clean. Just so I can hold Beans for a second. All right, I got Beans with me now. Okay, so the university is just chewing on my headphones cable, so I'm probably about to not be able to hear anything anymore. So the university is big, and I want to see what kind of connection buildings it has, and I want to make sure that this feels like its own thing, but I also want to get some other pieces next to it. Like we have the Geological Research Center could be also here, I think. And then what else can we build? Touristy. These things are all like a little too big. It's kind of, we don't need any of this. Could build a big bronze statue. That'd be kind of cool in this area, especially for a university. I'm trying to think of other buildings we might want. Isn't there like a medical research? Yeah, here we go. Health Research Institute could be good to have. And a disease control center is going to be too big, I think. But that's kind of what I want to do here. So first steps first, with one hand, let's bring in this land a bit more here. And I think if we rough this up, that'll look okay. I just want a bit more building space. Yeah, we're going to have to rough that up, but I think that's going to be okay. And then let's place this guy. Let's check the chat here. Out. Call me crazy, but more lanes may be necessary. But A-Track, more lanes equals more traffic. I mean, I don't know if the game reflects real life, but that's a real life situation. The university has been placed. This is what the university looks like. It is fine. Let's see, what am I building here? University Park. Okay, cool. Extension. And some sort of librarium. It looks so weird not having solid on the bottom of the screen. I know, but currently Beans is grabbing my mic. Do you want to say something, Beans? Beans. Say something. Just goes and stuffs the mic in his mouth. Okay, this is tricky though, because all these buildings take up all this space. So I was also going to put like a university in here, or a high school, but like that's not going to fit. But I wanted the stadium as well. We could do the stadium across the street maybe, but how big is the Health Research Institute? Oh, that could fit. This could fit somewhere. Oh, we could put it up maybe? Like here? Maybe it's up a hill? Up here maybe or something? Could be up there. Sorry, I'm wrestling with feet. Trying to think here. I mean, the extension wing we can just have, but I'm not worried about that just at the moment. There's a ghost playing this game. That's what it feels like. I know, it's very impersonal. It's coming back. Don't worry. 1 second. 1 second. I mean, I feel like at some point we'll have to like build intermissions into the, so that I can hold them. Maybe we buy a bit more land out this way. Thank you. Oh crap. Okay, we're coming back. We're coming back. Okay. We're back, baby. So I feel like, do we like the placement of the university? That's the other thing. We could consider a different placement of the university. Well, let's at least nestle it more this way. Although that doesn't really buy us anything. So we could bring it forward a bit more, maybe? And what does that get us behind there? No. No. So we need that space for this. And we kind of need a road to go around it as well. So let's move this back a little bit. Let's move it back to its position, because we can get like put some parks or something in there. There. We got to get like an alley maybe around the back. And wherever we put these buildings, they kind of overlap. That's the other weird thing about this. I think I need to place it right on the edge like that. Maybe put a path back there. But it's we do need a road. But oh, bye. Nap time. Okay, I have to be a bit quieter probably. Or do we put this on this? Yeah, maybe we put the park on this side just because it's so onerous. It's so big. Oh my goodness, Felix, don't. The whole induced demand thing still requires you to provide an alternative means to get there. Everyone is going to drive if you can only get there by car, regardless of the number of lanes, says Steven. Yeah. I'm not sure. Like a cargo subway would be the only solution here. What I think, but here's the other issue. Doesn't matter how, if I add more lanes, nothing changes the throughput that this thing has, which is 1 truck at a time. And then sometimes they do this where they double back on each other. Like, that's crazy. Like, what about all these rows or something? Is there not some way to do that? Also, oh, there's trucks going through this as a road or something. Why are they doing that? They're basically just trying to stack up and trying to pass over the traffic lights. So yeah, it's basically the throughput of these is just insane. But also this does need a train line. So I think this will have its own train line. It's going to go from here. It'll go to this one, this one, this one, and then back, I think. That'll be that train line. But we'll worry about that later. Unless you guys want me to worry about that now. But right now what we're trying to work on is this university. Do we like the placement, you know? So add a great tram system and then ban all cars. I know, I think tram is going to come up pretty soon, isn't it? I'm going to buy a bit more land. I am not committing at this time. Felix, I'm going on record. I am not committing to a university pier. Absolutely not. But I'm buying some more land. As long as it looks natural to the coastline, which it sort of does. Which it sort of does. No, you feel like I'm not doing university pier. I believe Dublin, as well as other cities, have subterranean tunnels that connects ports with the outskirts of their city to avoid trucks traveling through the city. Yeah, I could research that, like figure out how to do that in here. Now I think we're thinking about roundabouts, right? I would assume. What does a roundabout here and here look like? Move this over slightly. So it's in between that and then nestle it back. Some parking lots or something in there. Then our little extra building right there. I'm just going to place it and see what happens. And then where do we need road? Where we're going, we need road. There's a parking lot back here, so that we need a road back there, which is pretty dumb. Like, why can't I move this, like, separate it a bit? My experience with car quantity and lanes in CS2 is the more lanes you have, the less traffic is generated. Also, when move-in day, immediately after new construction, traffic is way worse. Yeah, that makes sense, A-Trek. You know what sucks? If I place this, I can't delete it, so I'm going to have to, like, move the entire building. I think we have to just get a road around back there. So I'm going to place this here. Then I'm going to get the Health Research Institute. 10 parks, 10% park entertainment citywide, -10 disease infections citywide. Love that. And I think we put that on a hill up here. Let's do that. Maybe this one. Oops. Something like this. And then we're going to figure out how to design it in a second. But I think that it looks at the... Oh, I didn't know it was going to be red. That's fine, I guess. Or should it look at this? Let's just see. I think I like it if it looks at the road a bit more. That being said, it does need a bit more of a raison d'être. That's going to be too big. Oh, let's go unlock that Geological Research Center. Next time on Solid Content, escape from University Pier. So the game gives you a university quad, but you can't place it where a quad would go directly in front of the main building because that is where the road access is. Yeah, I know, right? That being said, I guess that's a university quad. However, there should be a building here, right? To your point. But with all the road requirements... Stop it. Stop snapping. With all the road requirements, like, that's just not going to happen. So we'll keep this guy up here, probably. Or we can put it across the street. Let's remember we do have across the street. I'm going to put some parking lots here and maybe some parks and stuff. And then I've seen others do this, so I'm probably going to copy it. But we need some, like, maybe low-rent housing, which will look kind of like dormish. A bit dormy, if you will. All right. How big is this thing we just unlocked? Sizable, but not too bad. Is there something like this, or you could do... Oh, wait. How about here? Geological Research Center. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do about that. That's a little crazy. I wish you could group buildings. Yeah, I mean, this isn't going to work. We might have to do... Oh, we could do a retaining wall, though. That could look really cool there. I know. Annoying. So this game gives you... oh, yeah, I read that already. Are there at least corner buildings you can place within university buildings' main grounds, or is it just all formal gardens? No, that's it. It's this one, and I placed the other one already, which is this, like... I forget what that is, like a dean's office or something. Robot house. Let's go 2-lane road for the main thoroughfare.
Now entering thick digital games. Prepare for sensory overload.
You want it thick. Digital. Are you a man or a mountain? Digital. You ready for a game that rips out your heart and stops it?
This needs to relax.
Digital. Then come on
But I love the music when it kicks in.
We'll hook you up to adrenaline overdrive. You won't be able to take much more of this, sir. Then hit them with everything we've got. Digital.
All right, that's enough talking, though. Let's go smooth beats for a bit. And turn off ads. All right, now parking lot wise, what do we have? Can we get the biggest one in here? Nope. I mean, that's a bit of a bummer. Just a big parking lot. Maybe we don't need that. We could do offices across here or the dorms. Like, maybe we don't need such a massive parking lot. Or do we like how that looks? Not really. Let's go for these ones. On each corner, perhaps. And trees around them. And then something here. We could put it like, you know, to Steven's point, we could get some sort of quad there, a plaza of some kind. Not the large one, obviously, because that's insane. What does this look like? Large city park. See, to me, that's kind of nice because it's like, oh, look, there's, you know, you've got like a little performance area or something. Can we move it over 1? Can we move it back 0.1? Turn, snapping, off. I mean, that kind of looks nice. I dislike the extensions that are not within the main building boundary due to the requirement that they need to touch a side. Yeah, exactly. And why can't they just have an area, like, just have this have a circle around it where it's like this needs to be placed within that? I'm a big fan of how this came out, except that I need. So we got to turn it actually. Like that or something. That looks okay. Bring this a little more over. Maybe like that. Actually, let's get a alleyway here so we can start roughing this in. And then there, where do they need parking access or something? Oh, that is the parking access. So the entrance is right here. Let's rotate that because I don't want to see that. That's ugly. Oh, never mind. It's going to do snappage. Come on. Behave. Okay. And then... yeah, that looks better. That looks way better. Oh yeah, wasn't there something... I've seen this happen. I forget who it was, but they had like a path. If you build a path around it or something, then this little thing extends, which is really cool. I mean, not if I do it lazily. I can't figure that out. Okay. Can you imagine sitting in class and the building is floating in the air? I can. Oh, but I can. Vampy, I can imagine that. Welcome to Magical University. I mean, really, we should get a path around that. Oh, there's a path here. Slow down. Okay. I do wish the paths were more dynamic so we could take this color and this path and just drag it forward. We'll figure out what we're going to put there. In fact, I'm going to put some paths here to lock off that. There we are. Get some more building footprint. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to put on those sides. All right, and then across from this, probably using this, I would like to get the high school. And what was the other thing I haven't built yet? Disease Control Center could be there. I don't know if it's that necessary. So let's go high school and then a couple of sports fields, I think. And then maybe another university? No. Maybe a college? Modular building feels like sort of a half-assed attempt at City 2013's modular building system. I guess it's something that will be improved over time, but it still feels like a bit of a miss. I sort of agree, Steven. Like, I see what you mean. I don't fully feel that it's a miss simply because I've found it... there's challenge involved in a way that is somewhat interesting, but I feel like the implementation... Excuse me. Thank you. It was a bit... silly in terms of how you can't move these buildings around, but it does create a design challenge which can be satisfying. Kind of want it, but like, here's what I'd like. To your point, I'd love to just put a road right through there, so have this just a few meters over. Let's see what low rent. We can get medium density as well. What happens if I just do all medium density? Let's just see how big they are for a second. Let's see if we like that. We probably won't, but... So I do need to get a road around back there. So let's get this road continued. Also, what's going to be interesting is, like, as mods come out, I assume some mods are going to have componentable buildings. So, like, modders will create buildings that you can also build modularity to. That'll be interesting. Alright, it seems like there's a natural ramp right here. Let's do that. Well, that's sort of dumb. Has everyone licked the like button? Yeah. Have you? Okay, let's combat it from the back then. The implementation is what I was describing as a bit of a miss. It doesn't help that all the buildings use plastic decal grass, so it makes it very obvious where the asset is and how it is shaped. Yeah. Okay. I mean, fair point. I mean, it is 100% annoying. Okay, I feel like this needs a path around it and some trees to make that tied in. And that goes to Steven's point. The different grasses. I also wonder why they did that. Because that seems like a thing where it's like, they didn't have to. They could have just not done that. You know what I mean? Hi, welcome to Solid Content City Skylines. Welcome to City Skylines. You're listening to The Beat. Oh, yeah. City Skylines, baby. Oh, gross. Gotta start snapping back onto that one straight and then snapping. I wish there were... Are there hotkeys for that, Steven? I asked Steven because he was the one that told me about hotkeys in Foundation. And now it's a running bit. Oh, let me snap to the... There. Good lord. I did not want to give up. Solid, I finished work as fast as I could to catch your stream. You better be entertaining today. It's been okay. It hasn't been that entertaining. I feel like, if I'm being honest with you, I feel like I've had a couple of pretty funny moments happen to me. Other than that, though, it's been kind of a normal day. But I have bad news for you. We're also a half an hour from the finish. Oh. Okay. This is looking good. Honestly, I don't know who I learned this from, but like framing everything out with the path tool has really been a really wonderful discovery. Except for when you do that, and then it's done. What if we go for a hard fork? It is what it is. We gotta frame it with some trees, maybe. Ooh, I don't like it. I think it looks horrible. But I like this part, so I want to keep that curve. I was about to start work when I got the announcement ping. I was torn about what to prioritize. I ended up working and finishing fast. Yeah, we like that, Zakwani, though. That's good. Yeah, Felix, and there is a mod, but the thing is I haven't messed with mods yet because it's not officially out, so I don't want to like break my game. But there is a mod that lets you do tree lining as opposed to having to do it manually, which is just a real nightmare for me. I think this is okay. I think that's a little weird, but there's something about it I like. Yeah, and then tree lined, of course. All right, give me a second. I need to go. No, not full cam. I'm gonna go clean for a second. Because I need to fix my headphones again. Yeah, waiting for support is a good call. I think so, right? Also, not fully serious suggestion, but hire an artist to turn your channel logo into a VTuber avatar for when you need to turn your cam off and you've got to hold on to beans. It's not a bad idea. I mean, I hired an artist to make the initial. Well, that solved nothing. I thought the game was going to stay up for you guys. Basically, it's hard to explain, but my... yeah, I know I should have gone full screen, Zakwani. I apologize. We could have done a beard cam there. It makes sense to bring the road this way, to be honest. Ugh. What is happening? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with the path today? There we go. Okay. And then I think we should put some sports stuff here or something. We can put a little... Oh, this seems like a good area for like some buildings. Let's go medium density. And what's a good size? What size do we like? Like which building do we really like? I like this gray one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by probably 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 5 by 6. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How do you get the 6x6 one? How do I get that big monster? That can't be 5 by... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 6. How do you get this monster? I want the monster. Well, okay, fine. You can play by your rules. Give me a monster that size. There we are. Put another park back there. Okay, deal. I also feel that at this point, given that she is as much a part of the channel, Mrs. Solid needs a character in your logo's art style. I agree with that. I would even go also so far as to say that maybe perhaps Vampy does. A dog park. Let's see what the dog park looks like. It's so brown. I mean, I guess a dog park would be brown. Oh, campfire site. Nice but huge. Why are these playgrounds so sad? Anyway. I think that's cute. But I also think maybe we should get some sports stuff here. Tennis court's a bit big. And too bright. I feel like basketball makes a lot of sense for these types. You know, these nerds. I like the idea of an alternate universe where basketball is for nerds. Just gonna try snapping off, get that a little closer. There we are. Are you kidding? Oh, get out of here with that. Oh, I think it just flipped, that's why. This game. I love it to death, and yet sometimes pretty unforgiving. It's still... This game is like sometimes it's like, you know what? No. You don't get what you want. Felix says all dog parks are brown because there can never be grass. Yeah, I guess so, but it's like, why are some parks not just like nice and green? Dude, is it okay? This university is kind of coming together, to be honest. I could also make this EU style because I just feel like that looks more intellectual, which I feel like also there's something going on there in my own head about how I view Europeans versus us Westerners or Americans or whatever. Something problematic there. Let's just see what the EU building looks like. All right, now let's delete this pathing here. How are we doing? Oh, yeah, huge. Okay, let's get that extension. Do we want the extension or do we like the parks? I think there's a lot of flatness around here. Flatness Everdeen. So I'm going to go for the extension. I think that looks sweet. Oh, you can just keep building university libraries. You can just build hundreds of them. Got a lot of trees around there. That's going to be awesome. So we don't need a road around there, we've decided. That being said, if I got a path going around here, though, I could probably do some row housing, which might be kind of nice. But again, we have to figure out how to rough it up. The landscaping will be a whole thing. Do you want me to save landscaping for the stream, or do you want me to do it offline and give you the time lapse? If RG were here, I would let RG pick due to his generous super chat. Yeah, see how the path extends out sometimes? I like that, and I want to figure out how to take advantage of that, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Yeah, see, it's not as good. We can go out a little bit. Like, what if we snap to the side of the building or something? Yeah, what about that? I don't know. It's kind of fun. We'll put some trees there. It just is what it is, basically. Reset my snapping tools. I kind of like that, but I don't see a use for that. Casper's here. Hello, Casper. Welcome to City Skylines 2 by Solid Content. I invented this game. I apologize. All right, come on. Give me a 90. There you go. Behave. I tell you, sometimes this game. Just kidding. All times. I could probably do a path behind there. Might look nice. Actually, no, because it'll back on. Let's see what it looks like. If I go EU, row housing, and it backs right onto there. Oh, it doesn't anyway. Okay, sweet. So I could put a path there. Again, that's why I wish the path was the same color. But I could also line the path up with this back section here. So that gives me a chance to get some trees in there. This is getting designed. I think Mrs. Solid should roll that rug to smack Solid with. What rug? Yeah, it's looking all right. Okay, do we like this? Yeah, see, honestly, that does look dormy. I'm going to redo these and see what happens, okay? We can always undo it. Oops. Okay, yeah, let that build. Looks dormy, I like it. We got a tight path here. Oops. There we are. So that looks kind of like self-contained a little bit. And then I think we'll have this path carry off into here maybe and do something interesting. So maybe we do some offices here. Let's just see what that looks like. Although we should probably have some commercial, some businesses. Merry late Christmas, by the way. Christ is born. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. Casper! I hope so, too. I did. I had a chill Christmas. We'll probably do a family visit next year, so I mean, I need to make a lot of offline content. Steven says he was referring to my previous comment. Oh, what happened? Oh, wait, some sort of rug thing. I feel like instead of holding a piece of paper, Mr. Solid should be holding a rug while Mr. Solid is trying to get his attention as the house behind them is on fire. Oh, you're talking about the icon. Yes. Yeah, well, as the channel has evolved, I don't think that should be a piece of paper. Because the idea behind the animation was like, oh, I have plans. But it's like pretty obvious I don't have plans. I'm just kind of going William-nillium there for a second. Let's just see what happens if I do that. We might need to rethink this area, but it's not terrible. A couple of offices. I feel like that looks more like dorms. Especially that building. I like this building and the green one. Okay. Maybe this is all true. What happened to the music? Is it paused? I turned off ads, so it's not letting me have music anymore. Hello. Oh, there we go. 15 minutes left. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you, Vampy. All right. I can't believe this. I haven't put in my transit like an idiot. Where do we want the transit to be? I can reroute this line, no problem. It can just curl to here. Maybe the transit's here. Does it make sense to put transit there? Transit should be like right here, really. Oh, cool. I want to do one of these one day. That's cool. That could be in a small town somewhere. They get a subway stop. Snapping back on. Okay, see, now it's like a bit loud or something. I can never be pleased. Okay, it kind of makes more sense logistically for it to be in front of the university here, don't you? It looks like Dalhousie University in Halifax. Oh, I love that, Rob. I like Halifax. I was there recently. I would prefer to put this thing here. And so I'm going to. But then we're going to just like change our plans a little bit with this area maybe. There. So then we're going to go here and I'm going to put in... Oh, you're going to do this, aren't you? You're going to do a whole thing, aren't you? Okay, what about this? 2 can play at that game. Yes, yes. 2 can play at this game. Check this out. It's almost like I know my way around, you silly game. I win. So that's going to be some business, and then this one too should be the same, I think. Let's see if we can get something in here. That big? I don't know. Put some trees back there. Let's see. Let's get that built and see what we think. It's probably going to be... it's going to look like these ones. So it's going to be a corner thing, which I don't think is going to vibe there, but we'll find out. I disagree. Put it to the side. A subway station shouldn't be your centerpiece and it's a focal point, especially as realistically a university of that design would predate the subway. Nice. Okay. Well, that made me feel better about my decision. And it's much easier to tie in as the line is pretty much already there. So let's go. Subway double track. Underground here. Oh. No. Oh, I'm confused. Where is that line then? Is that connecting up to this? It is. Okay, that's weird. All right, so we just need to go here, and then I probably need to redo the subway line. That's one thing that's a bit annoying about... Maybe it's a CS2 thing? I'm not sure. But the lines get, like, crazy messed up. They just delete the stations. They don't know what they're doing, you know? Look at how I want to turn... for heaven's sake. I want to turn a little bit so it has an angle, but it's also, like, I just kind of want it to be fun to ride to. I want people to be like, whee, once it gets started.
Recent spikes in demand have led to temporary local shortages in the city's fresh water supply. The public should be aware that we are struggling to get the situation in hand. This
Don't
has
say
been a
track
local public
required.
service
I'm literally giving you a track. What's happening? What is track required? Yeah. What do you mean track required? This is what I'm doing. I've seen this before. I've seen this before. I win. Whoa. How do I connect to this? Okay. We're not sure what that's all about. So we're going to delete this. Maybe it's just like so deep anyway. Maybe we don't need to go that deep. Apparently we do. Oh, heavens. Oh, this is getting nuts. This is not the content you tuned in for. Something like this. Don't say track required. Okay, there we go. There we go. Whew. Done. Also, from what I've seen online, you connect multiple subway stations together by underground paths if you want dedicated platforms for each line. Oh, that's a cool idea. I could put the other line, because we do have another line here, this one. So this one could wrap this way. I was basically just going to have it go this way and up into across this part of the core. But we could also have the line kind of come more into this area here or something and connect. Because then this is the one near City Hall and the art gallery. Like, this would be nice if it was a big hub. And also, I think there's a stop here and a stop here. So I should underground path these. So wait, are you sure that doesn't, like, mess anything up as far as... Are you sure about this? Should I try this? Well, okay, fine. It'll just be a tight corner. Are you sure about this? Well, that doesn't look like it connected to anything. I don't know why I'm doing this, but you've got me like hooked on trying to figure it out. So I'm like looking underground for sites of like where would people stand. Oh, they stand in the center of the platform. How does it work? If this is true, I love this. I just don't think it's... Oh. I mean, it curves downward as though the path works. I'm not sure. I don't know if I believe this. I don't know if I believe you, but I'm going to try it anyway. You can see so many people down there. That's so cool. There's got to be something I'm missing, or some way of like connecting. Because if that's the case, that would be amazing, being able to do this. Okay. So Steven is saying this might be a huge pain. Can you hear that? I heard one of the voice things like, "Hey," like somebody talking. I'm just glad it's not like totally borking the zoning up above, although it might be. We haven't checked yet. Talk about ADD though, hey? I'm completely distracted from my... Oh? I have no idea. It doesn't look like it's connected. Somebody Steven, find and send me in the Discord a video of this working or something. So I can learn how to do that. Because if that's possible, I would love to make a bunch of underground connections. Actually, we should be doing that anyway. I can't remember what part of the asset it connects to. Okay, we'll figure that out later. But anyway, here's our university town so far, and honestly, I do feel it's coming together. What's going on with the music today? Music nonstop. You sure about that? Are you sure about that? All right. We have very little time left here. We have very little time left here, folks, but I'm glad that you tuned in. These look dumb now, but they're going to... Once they upgrade, they look quite a lot nicer. And I think we're going to need high school. High school capacity is actually really good. We could do another elementary school here. But the high school... The reason I want to build the high school is because it gets me that cool-looking field. And then we also want to get a... probably... I don't know if we want a football field. Actually, do we like that football field better than this red track and field one? This one looks more college-y to me. Even though we have a lot of high school capacity, I still think it's worth it. According to Google, you connect to the bottom of the stairs, not the station itself. Oh my goodness. I kind of want to check that out. Okay, folks, do you want me to finish this offline, or do you want me to wait until our next stream? I will say that I'm thinking Baldur's Gate 3 takes over the whole weekend, though, just because it's been very enjoyable, and people have been tuning into it. So it might be next Wednesday. So do you want me to finish some of the high school, this offline, or, you know what I mean? Like, what's your vibes here? Is this I don't even have heard this track before. So it's not what we want, but what your viewers want? Okay, all right, fine. Everyone tunes in to watch Gale. Exactly what I'm saying here. Felix, wait, what do you want then? Do you not want BG3? Because Vamps wants BG3. Most people that watch this channel seem to want some BG3 at the moment. It's just City Skylines has some, like, kinks to work out. You heard me. City Skylines 2 is a bit kinky. That road a little bit. Oh wait, I can't do this because of the stupid field. And it has to connect that way? That's another issue with this game. It's like, are you kidding me with how I have to connect it? Alright. New plan. Get rid of this, get rid of this. Like, that's nuts. That's so... It has to be flat to it, so I can't make it... Are you kidding me right now? Exactly. I still love Gale more than you, Solid. Only play offline if you have the time. University Pier. No, Felix, I don't want to give you the University Pier. I don't. You want it so bad. And if I'm being honest with you, I'm just trying to deny you that University Pier that you want so bad. I feel like Felix might win. I feel like the only way to get this done is going to be a pier. Oh, I hate it so much. I think Felix wins. Honest opinion here. I come here to watch you, Solid. You love playing CS2, and I don't mind watching it, but the game seems to have some bugs, so maybe take a break. Well, only a bit of a break. Because I can't stop playing the game. This is one of my favorite games of all time. And I know, similar to CS1, it will become a game that I just sink so many hours into, barring the fact that I have a human child to raise. Oh, bummer. I'm not going to give you a pier. Felix, I'm not going to... University Pier. Felix, I'm not going to give you a pier. I'll give you a boardwalk around it. How about that? A walking boardwalk. I'm going to maybe do that offline because this is going to be lining up trees and stuff like that. And then I want to come up with a nice project to start with in the next one. What do we think of this? This is dumb, right? We don't like the offices. I think we're on the same page about that, right, everybody? I want to get this university line in and running, though, because I don't think there's a... Oh, look! Wait, the subway line is still here. Hang on. I don't want it... I don't think that... It's a waypoint. It's not a stop, though, is it? Let's see here. Subway. Huge passengers. I wish these... Oh, Boondoggle Station. So I know where that is. So the next train should be here. Nope. One behind Boondoggle. There. Okay, yeah. So I definitely need to redo my line. But also... Are there trains on it? Active vehicles 4. Let's get another train on it. 5. Like, I'm not reading any trains on here. Oh, they're just all at stations. That's why. I'm gonna have to go through and name each one of these stations so I can figure this out here. Okay. We'll get another thing here. Then we're gonna get a... we'll probably get a soccer field here. Or, sorry, a football field, hi? And then I'll probably do a couple more of these buildings. I think those look really nice. So we'll do some more dormage here. And then this should be something else. This will be EU mixed housing, maybe. Because, yeah, gross. There we are. Yeah, let's get some EU mixed housing in there. And maybe we'll do some parks or something. Or just like trees. Maybe we're just over-zoning. That's one thing I have learned that I do, is I over-zone, and then it creates this thing where you end up having you know, mad traffic and just not a look that makes any sense. It just gets very busy looking. So you want to keep it kind of clean like this, but maybe like one thing back here. I say immediately, and then I'm like, what about, yeah, but what about overzoning? Do you have a 3x3? Yeah, you do have a 3x3. Let's do 2 3x3s here. See what that looks like. Honestly, I don't hate this big hill, but I think I might hoodoo it up a little bit and try to break that up a little bit. But right now, that's working for me. Some trees along here, just heavily tree this area here. A-Track says, Solid, you should play some random games that no one's ever heard of. Yeah, I mean, I'm always looking at the games, the suggestions tab, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know when I'll be able to get that stuff up and running. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the new building I got. Switch to humble. Oh, look at the size of that thing. See, that's kind of what I should have here, maybe. Some big factories. I was like, oh, the traffic's gone. Never mind. Oh, boy, I do not know what to do about this. But I think, yeah, okay, first of all, train line running. So I think in the offlines, I'm going to get a train line built into here and try to run to that and see if we can do anything about this traffic. It's just spawned more traffic is all. But I guess it's gotten some traffic off the roads? Off the core roads, which is nice. Although this is 10 in the morning. So yeah, I'm going to try to get another train line in here. We're going to try to figure out how to get the cargo off of this and over to the other stations so that we can spread the cars out a little bit. See if I can't get cars coming and going to this transit station over here, which will hopefully spread some things out. And then I don't know, like eventually an airport. But there's going to be a lot of like, yeah, another town up there we want to build. Still haven't done the bluffs up here. For that, though, I do kind of want some more low residential demand. So this area here has to become all industry. But I want to figure this out before I start just adding industry everywhere. Because I've added a little bit of industry, and it's just a mess now already. The other thing I want to work on, and maybe this is another stream here, is take a look at this little road here. Cute, crossing over here, up into this little area. Like, what is this community going to be? Well, it's going to be a snoozy little low residential community, and I believe that I have somebody once told North American things to build, like the Rock Mansion Museum, or Rock Musician Mansion, and then hopefully some of these other ones as well. What do I need? Medium density housing to get the gatehouse residences? Okay, I really want these. Vista building, medium density. Yeah, so once I get, oh man, I just got to get all those going. I'm very much looking forward to that. The Kane residences. Where should the Kane residences be built? Almost seems like a university thing. No, it looks a bit more downtowny. It looks a bit more downtowny. We're going to wait. What do I have? A square. Oh, this actually looks pretty good for... Here, let's turn off eye so I can see... Oh, yeah, dude, this would look awesome here. This would be perfect for the university. Where should I put it? Maybe across the way over here somewhere. Yoink. That's just going to remind me we need it. Because like, it almost looks like... And then this, I think, is more downtowny. Yeah. But this almost looks like a museum or something. That's going to be perfect for our university campus. I love that. Steven, Stranded Alien Dawn has added updates. I believe it even allows you to build multi-story buildings. Timberborn has also added updates if you want it to be a big old Canadian. Multi-story buildings, oh man. I think I need to abandon my last Stranded Alien Dawn. I don't think anybody cares about it. I think I'll make those videos members only. And with a description that it's like a dead series or something. So you can always watch it for the initial design ideas if you want, but I don't know. Or I could just take the videos offline. Anyway, folks, I hope you found that to be extremely solid. Obviously, we have our work cut out for us. Things have only gotten worse, but I just really like the work we did today. I mean, you got people walking along this pier, extremely loud cruise ships coming by with only 30 people. But I mean, how fun is it going to be to go to that little Spendle's Rides, which very much looks like a... Okay, so I guess they sell cars here. Well... But anyway, like, I mean, that just really came together nicely, I think. Once we get a metro line going, and active as well. That'll be great to see people just kind of coming in here to kind of like go and experience the pier. But I think that turned out really well. And this area is still probably my favorite area in the whole game right now. Oh, thanks, Casper. Yeah, what I need to do is a concluding, like a cutscene of all the new stuff. And then we got going on our university campus, which maybe I'll wait for you guys if you want me to do it off in front of y'all's. But yeah, we'll do some tree lining of the stuff that we've already done, maybe. That pier will look great next to a university pier. I'm going to give you a little university boardwalk. That's the best I can do, Felix. Maybe you get a bit of a pier. Felix gets a bit of a pier. How about that? How about Felix gets a little bit of a pier, and then Felix stops complaining? Anyway, I love you all. We will see you most likely on the weekend for some Baldur's Gate 3. Hope you found this to be very solid. Go and take 4 pictures of a red bird. I don't know. That's what your task is today. And pop it in the Discord. Oh, my green screen. Fixed it right for the end of the stream. Bye. Bam, bam, ba, down.